Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is February 17, 2015, and today is Tuesday. Looking at today's economic calendar, we've got one number coming out today from the GBP at 11:30 this morning. It's a CPI number. It's an inflationary number. Should have some effects on the GBP. And then later today at 12 o'clock, we have a German ZWE survey, economic sentiment. Also usually has an impact in the markets. I'm not sure if it'll have a big impact on the euro, but historically it is a high impact economic indicator. And then later today we have Swiss franc central bank in Switzerland speaking. Jordan speaks at 7 o'clock South African time. So a few numbers coming out today, but looking at the markets, let's first start with the Euro. Euro hasn't been doing much. As you can see here, it's been trading between about a 60 to 70 pip range, not really doing much. We had suggested a couple of days ago to trade and short the top of the range, and sure enough, you could have made some money on the way down here, about 40 pips. Not a big deal, but it's it's a trade, okay? Especially for a Monday morning when the U.S. markets are closed, not such a bad trade either. So I'd keep an eye on this, maybe propelling this into the ZWE number. It'll bounce a little bit, so I would keep an eye on that. Looking at the Swiss franc has come back, and this is the colossal debacle from about 2 weeks ago, that it almost went 50%, and you see here this tremendous tape. But as you can see in an 8-hour chart, we're really we're coming back to a little bit of half of that. So it's trying to fill the gap, and it's on its dead high. So let's see if the markets are being manipulated, if the central banks have anything to do with this, and they're trying to sustain the dollar from going down further against the Swiss franc. Let's see if if it'll continue going up and maybe hitting about 95.44. It's about 200 pips on the upside. Let's keep an eye and see what the Swiss franc, the Swiss chairman's going to say today. Looking at the GBP USD, really, not much again. We had this tremendous sell-off from the summer, and now we've consolidated here. We found some sort of level here, a little bit of a previous resistance. Okay, previous support. Excuse me. I always do that. Previous support, now resistance. So let's see if it maintains this level at this resistance down here and breaks up on the upside. Okay, that would be somewhat of the something I'd be looking for today. Not to say that you should go into the number with a position, but if you are going to be in front of the computer around 11:30, keep an eye on that for that. Looking at gold, gold slid a little bit yesterday. Markets were closed in the U.S. yesterday due to President's weekend. It slid about $6, not much, but as we said, a little bit of a head and shoulders here. And maybe we'll find some sort of buying opportunity at 1220. That would be a buying opportunity if we do break 1220. I would look for it to go down to 1200 again. Yeah, this is the thing with gold. I'm not sure what's moving gold these days. I got to tell you, it's a very hard trade to anticipate, just because there's no trend, and it seems like it's just sideline trading for a very long time. If we look at a longer time frame here, since about 2 years ago, you'll see that it has its up, it has its downs, but it hasn't really trended. Look at this tremendous bars up and down, up and down, up and down. That's very hard to trade. For volatility, for scalpers might be good, but for swing traders, it's a little bit difficult to trade and to really anticipate. Might be a good opportunity to start buying it at 12.22, putting a stop loss at 18 maybe, maybe buying a second tier at 12.20, 12.19 if it does dip there, and the anticipation is going to go up. Dow Jones was closed yesterday, but as you can see, we're on our dead highs. Economic sentiment in the U.S. is still very favorable. Oil prices also at the same. But looking into this week, there are a lot of economic news coming out later this week. A lot coming out of GBP tomorrow and U.S. So if you're going to get heavier, I would really suggest getting heavier tomorrow. But there could be some good plays with the GBP again this morning, the Swiss franc, and the euro this morning as well. This is Fred Razak at CM Trading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day.